Hello everybody, welcome to OCHD and welcome to another Jumputi Heroes news video. Today we're talking about the new Demon Slayer Feature Festival, which I think is technically the 4th Feature Festival, kind of the 5th or 6th Demon Slayer, I don't know. They've had so many and they've sort of left it open to have so many more. They've made, in terms of the story, basically no progress with this feature festival. It's just sort of filling in a few gaps and creating some units that maybe didn't even have any gaps before. So this is, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say. It's just another Demon Slayer event. It's sort of a kind of like the Pillars versus the Upper Moons type thing, because we got all the emblems for the Upper Moons and we got all the emblems for the Pillars. But at the same time, that's basically the entirety of the Demon Slayer story. So there's not like it's like one specific thing that happened in the story. That's the whole story. So I don't know. I don't know what they were going for there, but just trying to find a way to milk Demon Slayer a little bit longer. We have the reading time missions. They've been doing this pretty much every event recently. You just have to click the mission, click back. You don't have to actually go to the website, and you get the tickets, the version 3 tickets. Now, the only character that's on here that's not... Oh, no, wait. So, the characters that are on here that are not on the version 2 ticket, I believe, are just this Aoi, and then, is it Tamayo and Rengoku? Or was Rengoku and Tamayo on the version 2? They might have been. In which case, it's just Aoi that's added in this ticket, which is weird because it seems like they're not giving out that many of these ones compared to maybe some of the other tickets they're giving out, which is fine, but it's like your odds of getting the one new unit are not particularly high, but regardless, a chance to get her, I suppose, from those tickets. We have the login bonus. There's technically, I think, 3 login bonuses. The first one is just the whole event. It goes through the whole event. And you get Inosuke, you get Nezuko, and you get one of these tickets, which are new for this event. Then you have this one, which it seems to be just like a 9-day one. That's login number 1. There is a login number 2, but they haven't shown the contents of that. It's a little bit shorter. It only goes 7 days. But we can pretty much assume it's like similar to this, if not the same. So this one starts on the first day of the event, I think. So that would be like tonight, I guess, when this video goes up. And then this one starts the following day. This one will be available for the whole event. This one only available for the first 10 days or so of the event. And then there's another one, which is probably similar rewards, only available for the final 7 days of the event. So quite a few login goodies, which we appreciate. And this new ticket that they're giving out, they're going to be giving us at least 30 of them in one way or another, whether it's from login bonuses or from event rewards or whatever. And once you have obtained all 30, you will have overall gotten 3 guaranteed hero grade Demon Slayer units and 3 guaranteed limited grade Demon Slayer units. I don't know, they're probably not going to have the whole pool. They might not even have the 2022 Demon Slayer units. Probably not, in terms of limiteds anyway. Maybe the heroes are on there. But still pretty nice, especially because the older ones like Rengoku, Tanjiro, Yoriichi all have their level 15 update. There's a good chance, even if you have them, and even if you did have them maxed, you might not have them maxed now. So even dupes are not that bad. You can sell the extra dupes and get mega trade medals and stuff. So overall, not too bad. Pretty happy with the rewards there. I don't know what the odds are going to be like. I don't know if it's going to be similar to like the one we had during this event just gone, where the tickets were like all 5-star, but then it was like a 15% chance to get a limit or whatever. It's probably not that high. I don't know if it was 15. It might have been lower than that. Probably 10%, something like that. But still, very good. Very, very good. We have the Raising Nezuko Kamado campaign, which gives a chat stamp that was already in the game, but another opportunity to get that, I suppose. And 2 new ones, 2 new Nezuko chat stamps. It's it's funny, they've actually locked a few things in this event behind +99 limit break, which I would imagine some people are not a big fan of, but they are giving out a lot of doors in this event, so I guess that kind of balances it out. The gold could be an issue, the coins, but either way, still some nice chat stamps. I do prefer chat stamps, even though I don't use them, I do prefer them to emblems, because at least, like, if I do end up playing co-op, I could use them if I wanted to. And some of these I might even chuck in the Discord as stamps once in a while. Ones that don't require me to translate Japanese into English so that people know what it says. And it's just like, there's a big question mark. There's dot, dot, dot. I mean, you know what it means. You know what it means. Then we have the Become a Pillar campaign. Now, this one in the news doesn't say anything, really. It just says you can get all the emblems. Basically, what I have garnered from reading all the other stuff is that these are all tied to other events. So it's like, just clear this stage one time or whatever. There's missions for a bunch of events. And some of them they have detailed in the news. And others were already in the game. And I think maybe a couple of them they haven't given us the full details on. But the bottom line is these are new emblems for the pillars. Some of them are new, some of them are already existing. But now there is one for every pillar, and it will be possible to obtain all of them during this event. So I don't know if they're technically going to be their own special missions, and maybe if we're lucky, there'll be some missions where we can get some rewards for obtaining the emblems. I don't know. But for now, this is all we know. And if you're into that sort of thing, there they are. Then we have the first of 3 daily stages. Don't know why, but there are 3. This one gives 50 rubies, 2 stamina tankards, and 1 of these tickets. Now, these tickets you can see up here are from a previous event, and they give you 1 random unit from those 4. So not bad. I mean, not super useful, but for new players, pretty good. And you're going to get, what, like 7 of those if you clear it every day. So for new players, good chance to get those, get some skill ups on those units. It's quite nice, especially seeing as all of these units now have hidden potential. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Limited battle. Now, this has been done differently to the last event. The last event had, like, I think 4 or 5 limited battles, and then they had 1 like double limited battle, which was like 2 different Black Clover stages or whatever. And this one has 9 stages. There's 1 single limited battle with 9 stages, and somehow from those 9 stages you get an assortment of rewards, including 6 emblems. There is some other stuff on there. It's a little bit confusing. I think one of the stages you're fighting like the spider demons, and there's some other stuff like, I don't know, but the rules are simple. You can only bring Demon Slayer units along. I do not believe that these stages are going to be particularly challenging. The highest difficulty is Ultimate class, and there are so many Demon Slayer units available. You can make a whole team very easily. You can make a whole strong team quite easily. And especially, like, they give you a free copy of Tanjiro or Zenitsu. A lot of these units, like, I mean, all the standing Gacha units have their hidden potential. And, like, yeah, it's probably not going to be that challenging. It's going to be a while before we find a balance with these stages where it's not just completely trivial. So I'm hoping we'll get there at some point. But until then, here we are. And here are the emblems, which, to be fair, they look kind of cool, but I just don't care about emblems that much. Then we have the max luck missions. If you've already got all these units to max luck, you just log in on the day and get 600 rubies. Not too shabby. If you haven't done it already, all of these units are available from the logbook or events that are currently being reprinted. They should be pretty straightforward to get to max luck during this event because it's quite a long event, so you should be okay. Then we have the first of 2 points events. It does sort of feel like they padded this event out a bit, but it at least has more units than the last event, so got to weigh up the pros and cons, I guess. What's interesting is this is the first of a few things that are just sort of copies from older events. The Tamahagane, you might not remember this, but it was an item that was given in an old event, because it's supposed to be like the special steel that is used to create the Demon Slayer's Nichiren blades. And it was given in a previous event. It had a different icon and it had a different purpose. It was involved in some missions back then. They've remade the same item. It just feels like a really weird thing to have multiple different versions of in the game, because like it's like I can't even think of an equivalent, because it's just such a weird thing to have. It's like, you know, we've got an item that's like Gamma-chan, which is Naruto's like coin purse. It's like if we had a second version of the coin purse serving some other purpose. It's like, yeah, sure, but why? I don't really get it. I really feel like they're just squeezing Demon Slayer Drive, anything that could possibly be turned into content. It will be interesting to see what the future feature festivals look like. But this one, you collect the item, you trade it in at the event exchange for luxury rewards, including Hotaru Haganezuka. Is a free-to-play unit. Get to max luck from this event. Bring your boosted units, blah, blah, blah. This event goes for the entirety of the feature festival, and there will be additional items added on the 3rd of July. So bear that in mind, and you can see they've got a lot of good stuff in there, including the new tickets, the other new tickets, some hidden potential stuff, jewels, all pretty good. Then we have this stage, which has the Drum Demon, not playable still, but the first time he's appearing in Jumputi Heroes as an enemy-only unit or whatever, and you clear this stage and you get some rewards. Well, there's actually 3 stages. The rewards aren't too bad. Now, I did notice, and I couldn't tell whether it was a typo or the devs are just kind of assholes, but it's given the version 2 tickets. I checked like 4 times. It definitely says version 2 tickets in the news. But unless that's a typo by the devs or just like a mistake, like at some other point in the production, I don't know. That's a bit lame, because there are version 3 tickets now that you could be giving us, and I would rather have the version 3 tickets, I can't lie. But sure, version 2 tickets, whatever. Add some other rewards. The rewards aren't too bad. Then we have this event, the second points event. Now this is just, I don't even know what to say. If you're a fan of Gyutaro and you were hoping that Gyutaro would be added as a playable unit at some point, well, instead we have this event where they've added an enemy-only version of Darky's Obi, which is like the robe. I don't even know what you call it, but a thing she wraps around her waist type thing, and she has it like hanging over her shoulders in parts and all that stuff. It's as an enemy, because she does sort of like use her powers to like infiltrate certain areas, keep an eye on everyone using this thing is part of her powers. But it as an enemy in this stage, for some reason, I don't know, for some reason, and you defeat this to get the item, and you could trade that in for luxury rewards, as we mentioned before, similar to the previous, very similar actually, because those rewards look very similar, except we have 2 new characters, Sumiko and Inoko from Demon Slayer. Of course it's from Demon Slayer, brother. It's Demon Slayer Feature Festival, but Demon Slayer nonetheless. 2 new playable units. We finally have the full trio from like the Red Light District arc of the 3 like main boys in their like brothel costumes or whatever, which is sort of cool and sort of not cool. I don't know. It's weird that we don't have Gyutaro. That's all I'm saying. There's a few things that are weird. I guess I'm fine with these being added. I guess another free-to-play Tanjiro is okay. I'm not too bothered. The Inosuke is nice. Very nice. We do have a free-to-play Inosuke, but it's like, still, it's nice. You know, it's fine. And same as before, boosted characters, additional items added from the 8th, blah, blah, blah. You know how these points events work. There's going to be a lot of farming going on in this event. Now, this is an interesting one. So, they have added aura costumes for these two characters. Now, aura costumes, the devs are very inconsistent with them. It used to be like every event, it used to be like there's a new limited, and they would counter a difficult event, a catastrophe class event, and that would drop the aura costume. And over time, they've sort of moved away from that, and there was a feeling of maybe the aura costumes take too much time for them to make, or it's too much effort to put in, so maybe that's why they don't do it as much anymore. There must be some reason they're just giving us emblems instead of the aura costumes, which are a lot cooler. And then they've released 2 in this event for 2 characters that I would argue probably don't, like, they're not like if it's like a big character, I feel like, yes, the aura costume, because it's like a big bad boss or whatever. But for these two, they just feel like very standard event. I don't know. It's weird. And what's weirder is it's not from like beating a difficult stage or whatever. You have to get them to plus 99 limit break. It's very rare that in an event they ask you to get a character to plus 99 limit break, because it costs a lot of coins and it costs a lot of doors. And generally speaking, people might not want to, because it's like you might have those doors or those coins earmarked for somebody else. So the idea that they've released some new units and you might not be interested in limit breaking them, well, if you want the aura costumes, you got to do it. I'm not that bothered because I have like so many of the event doors, but and we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more from this event, so it's okay. It's a lot of gold, granted, but it's fine. But some people might not be okay with it, and I apologize to those people. I cannot help you. But nice to have aura costumes back. For how long? I don't know. I hope that they bring us more in the future. But that's interesting because that's the 3rd instance in this event of them asking us to get a character to plus 99 limit break. 3 instances in one event. One of them's a hero grade unit. Nezuko is a hero grade unit. Those doors are harder to come by. So it's interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's interesting that they've made this choice. Then we have Function Recovery Training 2. You may remember Function Recovery Training being a stage we had in the past. It had Kanao on the banner. Now it has Aoi on the banner, because this is number 2. And instead of dropping the item Medicinal Brew, it drops the Medicinal Brew ticket. Why they're going to all this effort, I don't know. I can't tell if it's lazy or it's like putting in effort where it doesn't need to be, or if they're overthinking things. But this is the 2nd of 3 daily stages in this event. Again, why? I don't know. But in this event, you can get 50 rubies, 5 stamina tankers, which is more than the last one. The last one gave 2. This gives 5. And you get the Medicinal Brew ticket. And the Medicinal Brew ticket can be used on this gacha here, which gives stuff like jewel shards, hidden potential items, limit break items, all that stuff. If it's just like, say I open it and I get 10 items and it's just 10 event doors, like if it's literally 1 door in each one, this sucks. But if it's like 10 or like 100 or whatever, then yeah, this could be a pretty lucrative gacha, but I don't think it will be. But that runs for like 4 days again. So I don't know why, but that's how they've done it. Then we have another challenge stage, this time with Nakime, the Biwa demon, and again, version 2 tickets. Don't know what the version 2 tickets are about. The other rewards are okay, pretty cool, and we can get that pillar emblem, the serpent pillar emblem. And then we have our 3rd daily stage. Now this one is different because it does in fact give boosted character EXP, skill EXP, and rank EXP. Only available for 7 days, but hey, whatever. 50 rubies, which is good, and you get some stamina tankers and some other stuff. Random chance to get some luxury rewards like jewels, which is nice. So interesting. Our 3rd daily stage. Then we have this one. A challenge stage with Kokushiba. Now, until now, you may have noticed This one gave a buddy skill jewel. And then this one up here gave an ultimate attack jewel. So, of course, the Kokushibo stage will give a passive skill jewel. But no, it doesn't say that in the news. It doesn't say it here and it doesn't say it in game. Whether they changed it since I did this morning, I don't know. But when I looked this morning, it wasn't there. So why we're not getting that passive jewel, nobody knows. And it doesn't say anything about the version 2 tickets here either. So maybe this is just a different kind of stage. Maybe I was too presumptuous. I'm not sure. But it does give the wind pillar emblem if you're interested. These are going to be the kind of challenge stages. I don't think they're going to be that difficult. As far as I can see, there is not a stage listed that should be difficult in this event. When I say difficult, I mean like not a catastrophe class stage, therefore not like the highest tier of difficulty available. That's what I mean by that. They might be challenging in their own right, but I don't think they're going to be like chaotic, unbeatable. Like I think all of these stages should be doable within reason. Then we have Unity Battle Akaza and Unity Battle Gyome Himejima. I don't know why we have 2 Unity battles, but I'm actually not going to complain too much, even though it is a massive grind and I'm not a big fan. The rewards are kind of good, and it's quite a long event, and there's like a little gap in between, and it's like, it's not too bad. I'm not a big fan, but the fact that you can get 2 limited choice ticket shards, plus the jewels, plus the rubies, plus there's actually a reason to get the soldier souls now because we can like get them to max luck, these characters. It's not too shabby. I'm not a fan of the grind, but I am a fan of the rewards. How much grinding I'll do, we'll have to wait and see. But still, pretty interesting. Then we have Demon Slayer Tower Boost, which the banner only features units from the current event, but I'm thinking most likely all Demon Slayer characters will be boosted. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm hoping that's the case. And there are a lot of Demon Slayer characters, so you should actually be able to get full boost, even if you're like not really interested in this event in particular. But whether you will or not, whether you'll bother, I don't know. I probably won't. I probably won't. Then we have the Max Luck Special Reward Campaign. And as you can see, as I mentioned before, they do give a larger amount of event grade limit break doors and hero grade limit break doors. I've been saying for a while that number should be higher. The number is higher, but I wonder if that's because they're asking us to limit break characters during this event. But it should stay at least a little bit higher than it was, because I think we were getting like 100 of the hero and like 200 or 300 of the event, and it's like that doesn't even really put a dent in like what you need to like get a character to max. So I appreciate them giving us some bigger numbers. We got 2 of these tickets, jewel shards, pretty good rewards. I don't know who you're going to get to max luck for this. Maybe just the free event units, I guess, but we'll see. Then we have this free ticket that can give you Tanjiro or Zenitsu. You get to choose. We have had this before. It's basically the same thing. They just reprinted a bunch of KIMETSU and YAIBA events, and they gave us that ticket, and you got to choose. Well, it's the same thing. They've given us the ticket. You get to choose. You have to go farm Demon Slayer stages to get voyage log points. It has to be like the old Demon Slayer stages. You can't do the new ones to get the points. You should have plenty of time to do this if you do want to. I probably will, because I just get the free duper Tanjiro, because I am going to try and get him to 15, 15, 15. Not for everybody, I understand, but for me, yeah, I probably will do it. And if you're new to the game, definitely worth doing. Definitely worth at least grabbing that Tanjiro, because he's with his level 15, is pretty good. He's pretty good. So not bad. Not a bad little campaign to have, and obviously all the old Demon Slayer stuff will be available, so an opportunity to go and get all of that. Most of it's available in the logbook anyway, pretty much all the time, but this puts a focus on it. It gives you a reason to go and farm those stages, even if you weren't really planning on it before. The hidden potential roster update, we have Nezuko, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. Now, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I feel like they didn't mention Zenitsu anywhere. And I couldn't find it anywhere written down by me or by the devs, or I don't know if I'm losing my mind. And it didn't even say it in game until they were literally like, here's Zenitsu's hidden potential skills. So I don't know if that was a change of heart by the devs or what. Even in the login bonus, it only gives you a copy of Inosuke and Nezuko, not Zenitsu, and also not Tanjiro. And so I thought, did it happen earlier and I forgot about it? I don't know. But he definitely has it, because you can see it. So I might be losing my mind. I'm not sure. But I guess it makes sense because, I mean, those four fit together. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. Then the maximum skill level cap increase. We have Tanjiro and Yoriichi. Both got some pretty nice buffs. So pretty happy because I already have both. So that's nice. And then we have our limited gacha, number 1. They are split into 2. We have Sanemi version 3. I know there will be a lot of people to complain that there's basically 3 versions of Sanemi. They all have very similar sprites. They all have him awakening his Demon Slayer mark, if not in the base form, in his ultimate attack. And they are all the same type. They are all green. And I don't really have a counter to that, beyond saying, I'm pretty sure I said this maybe a couple of years ago, and I've been standing by it for a long time. They are going to give a limited for every single pillar. And if they can get away with it, there are going to be multiple versions of every pillar beyond that. There will be a standard, there will be a limited, and there may even be an event unit. They might do a second standard. Like, they're just going to milk the hell out of this this series as much as they can. And this does not come as a surprise at all. Am I personally wanting to summon on him? No, not really. But I can see why some people might want to. He's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Shout out to my boy Genya, and shout out to all the Genya stans. Our time will come someday, but until then, let's move on. Now, what's interesting about this banner, obviously we have Aoi, who is new. Weird choice for a standard gacha, but at this point, we just can't even question it anymore. They're just going to do whatever they want with a standard gacha, especially for Demon Slayer. Aoi is just given on the 6th multi. Now, sometimes in the past, when we've had a single new hero introduced to the gacha, they've just done like a standard choice ticket here, or they've done like, you know, guaranteed 5-star hero, whatever. But 6th multi, you get her guaranteed. And I think that's quite nice. You've probably got a good chance of getting her anyway, because she's going to be rated up and there's lots of guaranteed 5-stars and stuff. But the fact that you get her guaranteed, I think that's a nice touch. And on the 10th multi, you obviously get Sanemi guaranteed. Not too bad. Not a bad format. You got to remember, in the future, you might be able to get Sanemi a little bit cheaper. But this is probably the only time you're going to be able to get a new hero plus Sanemi for the price of 10 multis, where it's like actually a new hero introduced during this event. And Sanemi is a new limited during this event. So it's pretty good. Whether or not you actually want to go for that, I don't know. To be honest, this of the 2 limiteds was a lot more tempting to me. I'm still not going to summon, but I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cute. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to summon because I don't have the rubies, but would I have been tempted enough to summon if I did? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Now, you do have time. This banner up here and this banner here both run until the end of July. So whatever's announced for the 55th anniversary, these banners will still be running. So will Saya's banner. And I think there's like a couple of other banners that might still be running. I don't know. So like you've got time. You've got time to work this out. And it's basically the same format as this one up here. Based on the skills, their skills look pretty good to me. But would I summon? I don't know. I might have done if I had the rubies, but I simply do not. So it is what it is. Then we have the birthday gacha. Now, in terms of the ones that have been officially announced, we have Killer Azoldic, Sogo Akita, and Tanjiro Kamado. Now, this does point out to, I say officially, this was in the data download, so technically not officially, but we'll get it officially tomorrow. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, this does indicate to us that because there are birthdays we know are listed on the 15th, that means the 14th, which is a Friday, has to be the day of the data download, because they're not going to do a data download on Saturday, and the event starts on the 17th, which I believe, if I look at my calendar, 17th of July is indeed a Monday. So we can expect a data download on Friday the 14th. Whether they will have announced stuff ahead of time because of that, whether we have got some like Weekly Shonen Jump leaks by then, whether, I don't know. Many things could happen between then and now, or now and then. But the point remains, Tanjiro is on the 14th, and there are banners on the 15th. So data download coming prior to the 15th. And pretty nice birthday banners as usual. You get a free multi, so on and so forth. But there are some others. You've got Ichigo's birthday banner, which is going to be the first time they feature the new, you know, Horn of Salvation Ichigo or whatever. Then we have Midoriya's birthday gacha. It's not going to feature the new Midoriya from this year. So I wouldn't expect too much from this gacha. It's pretty much going to be the same as it was before, a little bit stinky. Oh, Deku and All Might should be on this as well, actually. So technically it will be better. I haven't listed them here. Deku and All Might should be on this banner. Mirio, Lemillion and Eri is going to be featured on this banner. Yes, please. Let me summon them on the free multi, I beg. Then we have Yuma Kuga. Again, not a bad little band. A couple of little limiteds featured on there. Not too shabby. Nagisa. That is a very good unit to have featured. Again, whether you go for these 8 multis, it's up to you. But if you don't have them, maybe you'll get lucky on the free multi. Who knows? New base, same sort of thing. Maybe you'll get lucky, but it's still pretty good unit. And then Sasuke, it's not going to include Summer Sasuke. And I think it's just these two that will be featured. But could be wrong. I don't know. And then that's it for the birthdays. And, you know, not a bad little lineup, I got to say. And we should be seeing more of those during the 55th anniversary data download. So look forward to that. The recommended for Tower Gacha. This gacha has come to be one of my favorites. I've only summoned on it all the way once. But if you are a new player, I do highly recommend this, because it's not that bad in terms of price. And you get a limited choice ticket at the end that gives you like a guaranteed good unit. You can choose a good unit for Tower. But they're not just good for Tower. A lot of these units are good general purpose. I mean, they had Guy featured on this, and he's just like if I'm not going to say, oh, he's the best unit in the game or whatever, because I don't really like the whole rankings thing, because it starts needless debates that I don't really need to be involved in. But he's unquestionably one of the best units in the game. And anyone that would refute that is an idiot. So the fact that you could do 10 multis and get a choice ticket and grab him, and chances are on the way up you would have got other goodies, and yeah, there were opportunities to get amazing units. First multi is free, plus once you've done that 10th multi, you could do the first multi again for free. It's pretty nice. Plus this banner will start most likely on the first day of the month, and then about halfway through the month it'll reset, so you'll be able to do the first multi again for free. So for me personally, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, and I will certainly be doing the free multi, but I know that potentially there will be people that go all the way, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. But do make sure you check the list of units featured before you get stuck in, because it might not have the exact units you're looking for, but still a stellar lineup. And I hope everybody gets lucky on the first multi of this one, because there's some nutty units on there. Then we have the level 15 cap gacha. This one has Yoriichi and Tanjiro plus transforming Asta, who should have appeared on one of these before but didn't, because I can't remember. Did he come out during the last event or the one before, or I don't know. But basically there hasn't been a banner for this since he was released, I think, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, a chance to get those. I personally don't recommend going all the way on these, but the first multi is free, so definitely do the first multi. And then we have these gacha. Countdown to the 55th anniversary. For those unaware, we're about to celebrate the 55th anniversary of Weekly Shonen Jump within the next few weeks. It's going to be the next event after Demon Slayer. It was supposed to be the event that, like, we're having right now, but somehow things got switched around, and we were expecting dev notes, and the dev notes haven't come. So officially, the devs haven't told us why those events got swapped around, but they did. I think most people are expecting certain things, which maybe we should talk about in a second, but they're doing a countdown to it, and you can get 2 guaranteed 2018 limiteds for 2,000 rubies, or 1 for 1,000 rubies, or whatever. And then same for 2019, same for 2020, same for 2021. Sadly, these 2 banners were married together, but nonetheless, 1,000 rubies for a guaranteed 2022 or 2023 limit is really not bad, especially if you're new to the game. If you're new to the game, you can get 2 guaranteed 2022, 2023 limits for 2,000 rubies. That's nuts. I must say, big fan, big fan. I'll probably only summon on this one. I know that's 2,000 rubies, but it's like, there's a lot of units I'm missing from 2022, 2023, and there's some good ones there, so it would be hard to resist that, I've got to say, even if it is irresponsible. Then we have the 5-step gacha, which I don't normally recommend, but if you are a new player, might be worth checking out. I only got to do 5 multis, 2 of which are discounted, in order to get a Demon Slayer limited character guarantee, which is not bad. Then we have the sales packs. This is the fun part, because I get to go through and tell you how all of these suck. This one sucks. 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 This one... Wait, can I just say, 5%? 5%? What, you trying to get me excited? 10%? Is that supposed to be exciting? 30%? 2,900 yen for not even a flip of a coin to get a limited. 30%. I'm supposed to be excited. This one's guaranteed, which is a bit better. But again, like, which limited are you going to get? The pool's probably massive. 4,900 yen, 1,000 rupees. Basically, all the Tanabata packs, which, by the way, why are they doing sales packs for it when they never do, like, special stuff for it? There's no special events on. There's no special goodies happening. Unless they do have some goodies planned and they're not telling us. I don't know. But as far as I can see, it's just like these sales packs, which to me suck. But these ones, hello, a sale pack that's good value. The 55th anniversary countdown pack A, 480 yen for 500 rupees and a 5-star ticket. That's actually good value. Let's go. 3 times you can buy that. Not bad. This pack, well, the value's gone, but still. And this pack's also bad, but we have one good pack, guys. We have one good pack, so make sure to check that out. If you are somebody that does spend money on the game, you finally have a good pack to spend your money on. And then this pack sucks as well. 3%, 3%, 4,900 yen. You can just get a guaranteed limited for that. I know that's like guaranteed to be a Demon Slayer, you know, whatever, but gonna piss me off. Come on. Anyway, what I was going to talk about regarding the 55th anniversary. Now, one of the things we know is that there is a gap in the IDs between 2 dual units. I can't remember who was the dual units that came before. I guess it was Zoro and Sanji. Yeah. So between Zoro and Sanji and the new duo, which is these 2 here, there is 1 space remaining, and logically we just got a same series dual unit on the Taiwan server, which was Vegeta and Trunks, and as the next event was supposed to be the event that's happening now, it wouldn't be crazy to say that Trunks and Vegeta are supposed to be in that slot and they're going to be released during the 55th anniversary event. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but I'm saying it's a possibility. So if you are a fan of that unit, hold out summoning on these gacha until we have more information, because I think that will come. A lot of people are also expecting Gear 5 Luffy. Will he come? I don't know. I know we're getting Shanks and Rayleigh buffed. I don't know if that's any indication of the unit we might get as a limited. It's kind of hard for me to say. But a lot of people are expecting it, especially seeing as it's the 55th anniversary of Jump, especially seeing as it ties together with, like, the point in the anime where he's supposed to be revealed. It ties together with One Piece Day. It ties together with, like, the idea that he's going to be coming out on certain games at that time. Like, a lot of people are expecting it. Will it be the case? I don't know. I don't know if I'm even expecting. I kind of am expecting it at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was some other nonsense, like a standard Gacha Roger from like when he was younger or something like that. But yes, I agree. Gear 5 does seem like the most logical choice to me, anyway. And we're also expecting a Bleach unit, a limited. Who it'll be, I don't know. In terms of all the other stuff for the 55th anniversary, is kind of up in the air. We've got some units guaranteed because they were like shown ahead of time. They've already made the sprites for them, but there are certainly, I don't know, potential for other things to be added. It's already looking like quite a stacked event, so it's really hard for me to say. But nonetheless, we have time. We have like almost 3 weeks. No, yeah, almost 3 weeks until that event. So until then, enjoy the Demon Slayer event. If anything cool happens, if there's anything cool else to talk about, I may make a video on that. But until then, I guess that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.